Hello, and welcome to another bulk product edit tutorial. Today we're going to be editing collections. This can be found on the dashboard right here, and more specifically, we're going to be editing the collection description, which can be found right here, or on the sidebar, right here. Let's jump in. For our filter, we're just going to be using all collections. In preview, here we can see my 3 collections, and the descriptions for all of them. So let's look at our options. First is adding text to the beginning of the description. So for example, we could add the word sale to the beginning of all of our descriptions. And just remember that when this part is highlighted, we're in code view. So this text is interpreted as HTML. So we can always turn that off. And now we're in the text editor. Our next option is adding text to the end of the description. And that's just the opposite of our first option. Our next option is find and remove text from description. This can allow you to delete whole sections or just individual words by copying it and pasting it here. Our next option is find and replace text in description. So let's say we want to replace shirts with t-shirts. So this function is very useful. Our next option is replacing the entire description. You might not want to use this function when you're editing all of your collections because you don't want all of your collections to have the exact same description. But let's say you have multiple pants collections and you just want them all to have the same description. You could do that here. And our last option is replacing parts of the description with start and end text. So let me make an example here. If we want to start here and end here, then we can replace that whole section with shirts for any kind. And so it will take this whole section and it will replace this with shirts for any kind. So the new sentence would be fun shirts for any kind of day. So we're going to run a bulk edit on our descriptions. Let's go to add text to the end of the description. And so because I forgot punctuation at the end of all of my descriptions, we're just going to be adding a period. And remember to check your code view to make sure that there isn't any hidden HTML tags. And so we're good. We're just going to be adding a period, but we also need to make sure to click this checkbox. So by default, when we add this content to the end of the description, it will add a space before the period and after, but we don't want that. So if we click this, it won't add any spaces. Let's go ahead and start the bulk edit. And we'll wait for this to finish. Okay, great. Our task is finished. Let's check out the details. As we can see, we were able to add a period to the end of our description without adding any spaces. Well, that's just about everything you need to know for editing collection descriptions. Thank you very much for watching, and please let us know if you have any more questions.